My coach makes over $300 million per year in his business. This has actually been my coach since I was in high school. He coached me in high school football, and he's a land developer. And even though he's making $300 million in his business, he doesn't have a strong personal brand online yet. And so I am a generous mother. And I told him I'd help my boy out because he's changed my life in a big way. So let's go help out Johannes with his content. Let's get it. And by the way, make sure you like and leave a comment on this video because it really helps it in the algorithm.
Have you ever toured a $33 million condo project in Kelowna? Come tour Nolita.
I like, no, that's good, that's good. $33 million project in Kelowna, and then David can say, let's go tour Nolita. Okay. Bam, and then you can just cut that, bam, bam.
Okay. Let's go tour Nolita.
Bam, there you go, that's a better. So what we're gonna do, you guys are just gonna turn around and start here, and then she's gonna follow you into the building like this, because it needs to feel like a tour. You understand? Because if it doesn't feel like a tour, people are gonna scroll. So it needs to feel organic and like a tour. Just turn and walk in together naturally, and then Jordan, you can follow behind, and you're just gonna come into the door and make it feel like a tour. So I'm just trying to make this valuable for the viewer. $33 million condo tour. If you think about the concept of like $33 million tour, like as a viewer, I wanna know why it's expensive. I also wanna know what it took to get this place set up. I also wanna know, like I don't necessarily think I get value out of like how fast can we tour this place? I wanna know what makes this place $33 million. Now that we're in the front lobby, there's obviously a big logo here. So as the viewer is gonna be like, what's this? Yeah. So what's this?
That's the Nolita logo.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is our amazing lobby. It's
all right.
Incredible.
Cool.
How tall are the ceilings in here? 20 feet? We're about 14 feet. 14 feet.
Cool.
14 feet in height. Right, amazing tile work. Look at the woodwork that we've done here. Did you explain it or not?
You guys are doing good. This is exactly what the you should be doing. Keep going, both of you.
So you can, but I'm just giving it and then you can answer. Are we rolling right now?
Oh, we're rolling. This is how social media should feel. Because then it feels like we're just talking, we're just hanging out. Yeah. So now you can turn to the camera and be like, you do all the talking, and then talk to the camera and then say what you want to say. Be like you talk so much, and then talk to the camera.
Okay, good. Honest, you talk too much.
That's what I'm talking about. So now you can get a little bit of Johannes giving a little bit. This is the beautiful Nolita lobby. This is our logo, and then it can cut to David being like, you talk too much, and then now David gives the explanation. Okay. Yeah, perfect. I like that. Now it feels a little bit more fun and engaging, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember when we were outside and I'm like, you got to add personality. That's like the personality that we can play off that dynamic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Cool. So next clip, we definitely need to get you guys walking. So again, it's got to feel like a tour. Yeah. So next part, you guys are just like stand right here where you were, and then just super natural. You guys are just gonna walk through the hallway. Jordan, I'd probably follow like this. I honestly kind of like the doors here because it says we just finished the project, so I don't think the doors matter at all. So they just walk them down the hallway, and then the ideal shot would be you guys walking up to the elevator and then pressing the up button. So Jordan, I would get all of that shot, walking up to the elevator, pressing the up button. Again, with social media, you wanna make it feel as natural as possible. Obviously it's scripted, but we want to make it feel natural. So I think it would be a lot more natural for the camera to follow and then press the elevator button. I think if you say, let's head up to the amenity deck, somebody has a chance to scroll. So as soon as you're done talking here, it cuts to the tour. And then this clip, Jordan, is going to feel like an 8-second clip, but it'll be sped up to like 2 seconds. Once you press the elevator button, then you can be like, let's go check out the amenity floor. Bam. Because then it's like, it's telling a story in the video.
Let's head up to the amenity deck.
One more time. Just press the button and say, let's head up to the amenities, because we can make that 2 clips.
Let's head up to the amenity deck.
David was born for this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Bro, this is so cool. You built this.
Damn right.
You built this. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing ever.
It is.
It's so cool, and you see it. You see all these plans on paper, and then you see it, and you're like, you built it. That's so cool.
Wait till you see our studio units and some of the units. You're
Wow.
blown away. We'll show you the showroom and in a studio unit for sure.
Wow, that's so cool. That clip could go in the 100%.
I took it. Yeah.
I like wasn't even intending, but like that's beautiful. Yeah. Bam. Tell them about this area.
All right. Well, there's something that we do on all our buildings and all our projects that's really special, and that's we build in a dog park. We're one of the only buildings in Kelowna that do this. And we even have a fire hydrant that we put in for the little puppies. All right, it's such a great space. This way the dogs can come out, they can do their business, and they can play, and they can meet all their neighbors, because that's what we're trying to build, communities.
Bam! That's a one-take Tommy. That's great. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
That's Savoy on Clement, underway.
Oh, wow. That's your project too?
Yeah. We own the whole street, both sides.
That's f***ing ins. We own the whole street. We own the whole street.
Yeah. Both
We
sides.
own. I want to say that one day. I own the whole street.
Yeah, exactly.
I own a gym. Loser. Loser. I want to kind of like tell you guys like what I'm thinking. So again, we always have to be thinking about the viewer. Okay, so if we're on the tour, the viewer is going to want to know like what am I looking at? What is this? Like, we can just brainstorm before we go into the video. What is this area?
Well, so when you live in Kelowna, it's because you want to live outside.
Yeah.
Like you want to spend your time outside. This is designed to get everyone in the building out here, hanging out by the fire pits, dining tables. We got barbecues coming.
Yeah.
This is going to be the entertainer's paradise. And especially when you're in a smaller condo and maybe you don't have space to have a huge group of friends over, this is your spot.
So people, like anybody that lives in the building can just come down here no matter
Absolutely.
what. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Boom. There we go. So sometimes that's a good thing. So we can just ask them questions and we're just rolling. Sometimes don't even tell them that you're rolling.
Yeah.
Just like spit questions at them.
Okay.
Because then it just comes out a lot more naturally. Like that was like, as soon as you started talking, I was like rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good. And then we should do a little tour of the space.
Yeah.
So, like walking around. I'm not in the video. It's not me. Sorry. You guys do it. Bro, this is selling me on this place.
Me too. I just booked in a new place.
Yeah, you're like, I want to buy an apartment down here.
I'm thinking about moving again. I haven't even moved into my new spot.
Perfect. Wait till you see the units.
I know.
Okay, good. Now that's good. Okay, perfect. That's what you just said is the next part of the video.
Yeah.
Be like, and you guys think this is cool? Wait until you see the units.
Yeah, and I got that.
Yeah. Oh, you got that.
got
Perfect.
that, yeah.
So this is where we can add some personality, and then David, you could be like, should we show them? And then you always be like, okay, let's go.
We've shown them the outside. Should we go check out the units? Let's go check it out.
Yeah, there we go. I like it. I like it. It's got a little bit of cheese ball, and I like it. Yeah, rule of thumb, just always be rolling. Because like afterwards you can cut everything, but sometimes they'll start talking about it, and then you're just recording it, and that becomes a viral video.
Is see this carpet? We didn't want to have a regular carpet. We want to have some of the design. So when you look down the hallway, you see this really cool design feature to it. And then we added some woodwork around the doors as well, just to break it up. So when you walk down this hall, you're like, man, this feels amazing.
Perfect. So now that he said that, right, we need to send a B-roll of the carpet.
Yeah.
And you also should be getting some B-roll of like the numbering.
Yeah.
Just so that, what's that? The woodwork, sorry, yeah, the woodwork.
You could take that sheet off.
Yeah. So like anything he says, if he's like, yeah, the reason we made this dog space, this designer space, blah, 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 the fire hydrant, it's like you need to get a really good shot of the fire hydrant because after you're editing, when you're editing the video in post, you want to be like adding the fire hydrant over what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so one sec. David, I want you to treat this like you're just give Jordan a full tour and just don't stop talking. Just like treat it like you're like MTV Cribs.
Okay.
Okay? Jordan, this could be one video. This could also be 3 videos.
Yeah.
Because you could do a video, a $33 million tour, and it could be fast paced, and you could just do like quick little cuts of like the inside of the building. It could also be a video where you're like, let's give you a tour of $399,000. That's how much this apartment is. Let's give you a tour. Bam, that's another video.
Yeah.
So after this, we should get another hook for
the-
this apartment specifically.
Hey guys, this is a $399,000 condo in Kelowna. Let's go take a tour.
Yes. These are already sold out, eh?
They sold out instantly.
These units.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're sold out. People were lined up. They wanted them. Wow. Our next building will have some though.
I like that. There we go.
I think we should talk about how we have this exact unit coming up in Delano.
Perfect.
So we're gonna have a really healthy supply of these homes. These sold so well in Nolita, we've got more of them for Delano, and we're gonna be launching them in a month's time. So if you like something like this, if you want something like this, then you need to connect with us so that we can get you one.
Boom. So this is where the cut is. So when Johanna said we're already sold out of these, cut to what he just said, right? So then it's bam, bam, right into it because they're like we're sold out. Fuck, bam, right into that. Cool.
Is super unique to Kelowna. We're gonna have a show home for the next building. So for
interesting.
Delano.
Okay.
A lot of times you're working out of just these makeshift presentation centers.
Yeah.
We've got an actual show home.
So this is what the next project's gonna look like.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
so smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we got to think. Okay. So like, what's in it for the audience, right? So I'm assuming a lot of these units are sold out.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. So these units are sold out. So that's what's in it for the audience because if you got to think, if you just gave them a tour of a $33 million condo building and the whole thing's sold out, then I walk away and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I don't get any value from this. Like, thanks guys.
So we still have some homes for sale in here.
Okay.
That people are going to be able to tour,
Yeah.
see in real life.
Yeah.
But we've also got what's coming up next behind this door.
There we go. That's exactly what we need. So like this is the type of stuff we need because we need that information for the video. You need to say what you just said to us, to the camera. So we still have some homes available in Nolita. They're extremely limited. So if you're interested, you can reach out. And then we'll get into the next part.
Okay.
I just had a brilliant idea. That's why they pay me the big bucks. You guys, so like I feel like a reason that this tour is going really well is because you guys are showing me the building, right? I've never seen it for the first time. And so both of you are like really excited to show me the building because I've never seen it. So I personally think that when you guys are doing these filming sessions, especially you're doing touring projects, bring somebody that has invested or somebody that you're really excited to give a tour so that
100%.
so then as you're giving the tour, you're like, this is this, this is this, this is this, which makes it instantly more engaging because people are gonna see you giving tours to somebody else and you guys are gonna be more excited because you're gonna wanna impress the investor or whoever it is that you're bringing along. Maybe it's just somebody that like, maybe it's a family friend or it's a family member that you guys are really proud to show the building to.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who it is to the viewer. It's just you're in the video with somebody else and you're showing them and like, you're like animated because you're like, look at this parkade, look at this, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's making the video come to life is you guys are excited to show it. I wanna teach you how to think through this, Jordan. So, how many videos do you think we just got in the last 20 minutes?
Like 5.
There's at least 5. So tell me, I want to help you think through this. So tell me some of the videos that we just got.
Come tour this 33 million.
That's 100%. That's the whole thing. Yep.
Then the studio suite.
Yep. That's
Then
another
we
one.
have the amenities dog area.
Yep.
And then we have this one.
100%. This is how I want you to think through it, okay? So, and this is where you get to be annoying as the videographer or the person, is for each video, I want you to have 2 to 3 different hooks. So for the opening video outside, you definitely have 2 to 3 different hooks. For the studio with the dog, I don't think we have 2 to 3 different hooks. So we should, we definitely have to go back there to get 2 to 3 different hooks. For the studio, David had a good hook there, but I would try to test it with a couple different ones. Like an example would be like, housing prices in Canada are absolutely ridiculous, but we got you. We have a $399,000 apartment in Kelowna. Let's check it out. So any video that we have, we need to get 2 to 3 different hooks. It's almost like the tour into this room. We're talking about something coming up into the future. So another video we should get 2 to 3 different hooks for would be the video at the top of the stairs. The Delano project. So like, how much is the Delano project worth? Is it like
40 million?
$40 million project?
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you a sneak preview of a $40 million project that we're working on in Kelowna, BC. Don't tell anyone, let's check it out. So that's another hook we should get at the top of the stairs. So what we can do is on Instagram, you can make all 3 versions of the video. You can post all 3 of them on trial reels, and then whichever one does best on trial reels is the one we put on our page, exactly. And then we're always getting best performing content.
Okay.
Cool. One sec, sorry, I need to cut you guys off. So, come here, Jordan. It's all right,
It's a little dark this way.
exactly.
Yeah.
So why is it dark?
Because the backlighting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I wanna be
rule,
lit.
rule of thumb, exactly. You had it. You never, ever want to film lights. You never want to film with light behind you. You always want to film like this. So we have to redo the whole thing. Sorry, guys. If David starts talking and he goes in a ramble, but you realize the lighting sucks, be like, stop, because you'd rather get good lighting in the video. You did
so
great.
much.
If you have any further questions,
Yeah.
grab my number from Yo, and if you have any questions about the filming session or anything we went over, I'm more than happy to answer anything you have.
For sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Okay, bye guys.
You know what we should do for a day?
Huh.
We should take the Mercedes
And I'll take the Lambo. We'll just swap for an hour.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's also swap assets. So you can take all my assets, I'll take all yours. he just looks at me and nods. You can take the Lambo if I can take your assets. That's it, that's all. Hope you guys got value from today's YouTube episode. I'd love to know what you guys learned in the comments, if there was something specific that you took away. And if you'd like to see more content like this, leave me a comment below and let me know. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.